Que lo que? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Santi back with another video. This will be Semen Retention is Red Pill Part 3. And what motivated me to do this video was just a conversation that I had with a woman. And she was speaking out of turn, you know what I'm saying? And I had to check her ass on that shit because, you know, don't ever let a woman, or just anybody in general, but this is particularly directed towards women. Don't ever let a woman disrespect you for making the difficult decisions that you had to as a man. You know, especially like in relationships and you walking away from someone that you really care about because of the fact that they've disrespected you and what you stand for, and disrespected your principles. You know what I'm saying? You know, in society they have this concept of love that's really romanticized, and you know, it's based on like a codependency and a false sense of self. Like nobody else should make you. Nobody else should make you who you are or have the right to have said that they made you who you are. You know what I'm saying? You want to have come to your own self-understanding based on your inner truth. And from that inner truth, knowing what your purpose is. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in a society, you know, it seems that it's easy for a woman to just say whatever she want to say, provoke you, you know, and women will do things to push you to the point where you may want to hit her. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever get to that point to where you want to hit a woman, you need to be conscientious enough to look at yourself in that moment and be like, you know what? I need to end this because she's pushing me to a point where I'm going to be standing outside of myself. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, you have the right to defend yourself against man or woman. I don't care if it's a woman. If she put her hands on me, I'm going to defend myself. I'm not going to be the aggressor, but she's not going to put her hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Because everything in nature has the right to defend itself. And that's something that I stand by wholeheartedly. And you know, I've heard in the past, oh, you know what I'm saying, don't argue with a woman. You can't win an argument with a woman, man. Bullshit. If you know yourself as a man and you're conscientious of the decisions that you make and why you do what you do, you speak on your behalf and you defend yourself and you stand your ground, and when you say what you say, you mean it wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? And you don't backtrack. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about semen retention. You know, as an evolution, it is an evolution of no fap. And no fap, you know, just no fap being abstaining from porn, masturbation, and orgasm. You know, but semen retention being that you're conserving and containing that energy within yourself and you're not expending it. You know what I'm saying? And so one of the things about retaining your semen is that over time, there's an aggression that builds. As I spoke on in the last video, it's your animalistic nature. You know what I'm saying? The part of you that thrives and is action oriented. You know what I'm saying? And wants to exert itself in the natural world. You know what I'm saying? And that part of you is what emerges when you need to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Defend yourself against people's negative energy. Defend yourself against people's judgments. Defend yourself against people's attempts to defame who you are. Don't let anybody just feel like they can say whatever the fuck they want to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes you as a man, you have to be stern and you have to let them know, hey, I'm not with the shit. I'm not with the games. I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? There's women out there that like to argue. Fuck that. You say what you got to say and then you put them in their place and you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no going back and forth over this shit. Not you calling my phone, sending a whole bunch of text messages. We're done. Once I speak my stipulations, my boundaries, you know what I'm saying, in regards to how you're going to interact with me, if you continue to do the same shit, then that means you don't respect me. And as a man, if you keep doing that shit, you're going to push me to the point where I'm going to hit you. Because that shit goes beyond your gender and shit. That's if you keep poking the bear, what's he going to do? He going to fucking bite your ass or hit you with a claw. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I gotta use profanity in my videos to make a point. and to make things clear. You know what I'm saying? So retaining your sexual energy is going to tap into that innate, you know, your inclination to be physical and exercise your right of self-defense. You know what I'm saying? And fighting for yourself and fighting for your freedom and fighting for your right to exist. You know what I'm saying? And nobody has the right to take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? We as human beings, we were meant to be free. No man was meant to be answering to another man or fulfilling another man's wishes. We can come together and create together. But I shouldn't have my foot on anybody else's neck, and nobody should have their foot on my neck. But if I put my foot on your neck, it's because you pushed me to that point where I had to put my foot on your neck. And in these videos, and it's on a day-to-day in any platform, I know the type of energy that I'm putting out. That's real energy. That's me. That's my energy. You know what I'm saying? So retaining your semen is, of course, going to bring out more of your masculine nature and more of your active, assertive being that's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, coming up, a lot of men, we have to find our voice. You know what I'm saying? Society will seek to try to take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be women that will seek to try to take that from you and other men. You know what I'm saying? And you can't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? We'll own up to our mistakes and be conscientious of maybe having, being maybe overzealous or jumping the gun. You know what I'm saying? And through this journey, you can get to that point to where you actually do, you may get a little ahead of yourself because you're dealing with an intense energy. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with intense energy, masculine energy, testosterone and other hormones that are being amplified. You know what I'm saying? Because you're retaining this energy and your body's having to integrate it into other ways. You know what I'm saying? And that can be the body's natural way of sexual transmutation and things of that nature. So, yeah, don't tolerate, as a man, don't tolerate any type of disrespect, especially if it's unwarranted. You know what I'm saying? If you put yourself in a position where somebody has to come at you sideways, you know what I'm saying, because you being reckless, then that's something that you got to hold yourself accountable for. But a lot of people will make assumptions and then come at you sideways, you know what I'm saying, without having themselves in check, and then expect you to just cower down to their shit when they're misinformed and they're being, they're getting carried away from their own emotions. Like, no, bro, don't tolerate that. Like, to adopt a red pill mentality, I guess I could say that as a cancer man and just being who I am, I've always kind of embodied that. But as I got older, it showed itself more. You know what I'm saying? So retain your semen. There's a lot of guys out here that are talking about semen retention, and there's more of us coming, being called to do so too, because there's a lot of problems going on with society. And the active masculine has to reassert itself and redefine itself as it truly is. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say for this video. Comment, like, subscribe, and I have more content for you guys later.